Hi, I'm Laura Geist. Welcome back to the God Success Secrets video series. This is week 12, and as my high school volleyball coach used to say, today we're going to talk about the big R. What is the big R? Responsibility. Today's success secret is take responsibility. Now, have you ever heard the term pass the buck? I always thought when they were talking about pass the buck, they meant a buck, like a dollar bill. But I did some investigating this week and I found out that passing the buck is actually a phrase from poker. It seems that poker became very popular in America in the middle of the 19th century. And the guys would get together and no one wanted to give one guy the deal for the entire night because that would give him a chance to cheat and stack the deck. So they would pass the deal around the table. And the way they kept track of who was the next to deal was they would set a knife in the middle of the table, and the knife typically had a handle made out of a buck's horn. So they would point the handle at the dealers, and then they would just turn the handle of the knife around the table as the deal went around the table. So that's where we get the term pass the buck. And then I guess later on they started using silver dollars, and they'd set the silver dollar in front of the dealer, and we think that could be why we now call our dollar bills bucks. So you learned some trivia today. Well, now what does all this have to do with taking responsibility? Well, passing the buck may have started in America in the middle of the 19th century, but passing the buck really began way back in the Garden of Eden. Now, I didn't choose just one verse for us this week. I chose two verses because they're classic examples of passing the buck. Now, the first one comes from Genesis chapter 3, verse 12. And this is Adam talking right after he's had that forbidden fruit, and God's asking him, "Hey, Adam, why did you eat that fruit I told you not to eat?" And this is what he says. "The man said, 'The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it.'" So here Adam's passing the buck. He's blaming Eve for giving him the fruit, and he's blaming God also. He's blaming God for putting that woman in the garden with him in the first place. And then in verse 13, same chapter, Genesis chapter 3, the woman passes the buck. Here's how she does it. "The woman said, 'The serpent deceived me, and I ate.' So Eve passed the buck." Now, John Maxwell is an author who I really admire, and a quote that I have enjoyed from him is one in which he says, "The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibility for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grow up." Now, when I was working as a school counselor, the principal I worked with taught her son a lesson in responsibility and helped him to grow up. He was probably 17 or 18 years old, and she was a single mother, and he asked if he could borrow the car one night. And he had been in trouble for something. I think he was grounded for some reason, and she said, "No, you may not borrow the car tonight." Well, knowing that he was bigger than his mom and what could she do to hurt him anyway and how could she really punish him, he just took the car keys and took off with the car without her permission. So now, what's a good mother to do in this situation? She knew that he was bigger and stronger than she was. She didn't really know what her options were, but she knew if she let him get away with this one incident, that he would be walking all over her for the rest of the time that he was in the house. So she knew it had to stop, and she had to teach him how to take responsibility. So she let her fingers do the walking. She dialed the police, reported her car stolen. She told the police what was going on, and the police picked her son up and she had him arrested. That was a big dose of responsibility for one night. I know another lady was in a very similar situation where she was a single parent and her teenage son was just getting kind of out of hand. If he got mad, one time he shoved her or he might hit her, and she was starting to be afraid to be home alone with this teenager. So the next time it happened, she called the police and had him arrested, and he spent a little time in jail. But so these were both big doses of helping these boys to grow up and take responsibility. But you know, the best responsibility we can take is to take responsibility for ourselves, where we don't need someone else to teach us that lesson. We can teach it to ourselves. And I want to ask you a question today. Who have you been passing the buck to? Who are you holding responsible for all the things that have gone wrong in your life? Are you blaming your parents? Are you blaming your children, your teachers at school? Were they not good enough? Or are you blaming your finances? Are you blaming your spouse? Your coworkers? What about your boss? Surely your boss could be part of the problem, right? He doesn't give you the promotion you want or whatever. There's always someone we can blame, right? But today, it's time to stop putting the blame on someone else and taking responsibility for our actions. So today, I want you to get out your journal, and remember, if you don't have a journal, just log on to www.godsuccesssecrets.com and you can get a free journal. Get out your journal, turn to week 12, write down this week's success secret, which is take responsibility, and then where there's room for you to write notes, I want you to write your blame list. All the people and things and happenings that you are blaming for all the obstacles in your life or all the things that have gone wrong. But I want you to take a really close look at that blame list. And this is going to be very difficult for some of you who aren't used to taking responsibility, but I want you to really examine, what is my part in this? And am I really justified in blaming it on this person or this event? And then beyond that, what can I do about it? I've heard people who have been abused as children, and they'll say, well, that's the reason why I do this today. But that's just an excuse. That's passing the buck. And yeah, that might have happened to you in the past, but you have a choice about what your attitude is going to be in the future. And you can make a great future no matter what has happened in your past. I bet if you look at all those people and things that you're blaming, you could find someone else who went through those exact same things that don't have the same obstacles and problems that you do. They found a way to overcome. So what I'm asking you to do today is take a look at that blame list, and then how can you overcome those things? How can you take personal responsibility for your life and where it is right now? And when you do that, as John Maxwell said, that is when you truly grow up. So work on that blame list. And remember, we're not going to keep using that blame list as a crutch. We're writing our blame list so we can get over it and move on with our lives and take responsibility. And I will see you next time.